of fun first before we talk about all the action. This I-75 in Joslyn, one of the MDOT cameras. This is last night. All the ice got on there. Now watch as the sun comes up and then things start to melt and eventually they can't hang on any longer. So there have been improvements, but unfortunately with so much ice, I think not all areas got that much improvement, and I'm concerned about the ice that's still on the lines, getting swung around by this wind and then getting locked in by the cold tonight. Ann Arbor. 0.65 inches of ice buildup, just under 0.6, 0.58 in Belleville. A Metro Airport, 4/10 in Britain, which is Lenawee County, 3/10 in Monroe and St. Clair Shores. There were many reports between 0.2 and 0.3 inches of ice, and that is a ton of ice in a ton of spots. So very widespread, big problems around here with the ice. And again, it's 44 in Detroit. The reason Monroe and Adrian aren't showing up is because the power went out in these areas with the thermometers yesterday about this time. But it was in the 40s earlier, probably still trying to hang on there. 36 in Pontiac, 36 in Lapeer, 37 in Howell, north and west, cooler than anybody else. And so again, not getting enough ice off the lines. And you can see the cold that's coming in. Marquette's at 14, Duluth is 4, and it's 5 below in Fargo. So here comes the cold streaming in tonight on a lot of wind, and that of course is a big problem, moving everything around and making this interaction. The wind gusts will be up around 30, maybe to 35 at times this evening and tonight for much of the night, and then slowly tapering off tomorrow. And tomorrow's still a breezy day. My concern is that the number of outages go up this evening and tonight. It makes the situation worse rather than better. And of course, with the wind and the cold coming in, makes it harder for the crews to do their job as well. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, 2 in Lapeer and Flint and Port Huron, 5 in Troy and Mount Clemens, 9 in Detroit and Ann Arbor. Those are wind chills. That is tough to deal with if you've got no power, but tough to deal with even if you do have power. Overnight lows in the teens mostly, 19 in Detroit, 14 in Lapeer, 17 in Howell, maybe 22 in Monroe, one of the warmer spots. It's a little chilly for sure, and with that wind chill going down to the single digits, and then tomorrow we don't come up. So we get cold, we solidify the ice still on the lines and trees. We don't go above freezing tomorrow. We're back down to 20 Saturday, and it takes until Saturday afternoon to get above the freezing mark. It's better for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday with the temperatures, but Monday's more rain, and that morning could start with more ice. We're back with more coming up.